Good morning. Thanks for tuning in to Kilat Shari Torah's daily Halacha review for Tuesday, August 2nd. We're talking about Tisha B'Av, which occurs on Shabbat, as it does this year, what we're supposed to do. We mentioned a number of distinguishing points yesterday. The last 2 points Kitzur Shulchan Aruch makes about this particular case are these. When Tisha B'Av occurs on Shabbos and it's deferred to Sunday, as we'll be doing, it's forbidden to eat meat or drink wine on the night after the fast, as on any other Tisha B'Av, because of the mourning that was observed during the day. On the following morning, however, everything is permitted. So you are allowed to have meat for breakfast if you like on Monday morning, a week from yesterday. If a bris is to be held on a deferred Tisha B'Av, it's permitted for the main participants, father and mother of the infant, the moil, the sandik, to daven mincha gedola, which is 1/2 hour past midday. They can say the havdalah over wine and eat and wash, but they should not have the festive meal until the evening. Similarly, when a pidyon ben is held that has not been postponed, the father and the kohen do not complete the fast. Okay, so those are particulars to do with special cases on Tisha B'Av Shechal B'Shabbos. Now we're talking about our case of Tisha B'Av, which we're going to observe, as we said, Saturday night and Sunday. In the evening, upon entering the synagogue, you should remove your shoes. It's customary to remove the covering from the Torah ark, the beautiful mantle behind the arkia, the pareches rather, and to have only one light in front of the chazan. We daven Maariv in a low and sad voice, like mourners. We do not say Nachem until the Amidah of Mincha the next day. After the Amidah, the Chazan says the whole Kaddish, including Tiskabel, and everyone sits on the floor. Then a few lights are lit, enough for the congregation to say Eicha and the Kinos, the Book of Lamentations, and the Kinot, the mournful poems that we'll read. The Eicha and Kinos are also said in a low, tearful voice. When saying Eicha, a short pause is made between one verse and the other, and slightly longer between one chapter and the next. At the beginning of each chapter of Eicha, of Lamentations, the Chazan raises his voice a little more. The last verse of each chapter should be said in a loud voice, and when he reaches the verse, Hashivenu Hashem Alecha v'nashuva, bring us back, the congregation repeats it aloud, recites it aloud. The Chazan then concludes the reading, and the congregation repeats Hashivenu again, and the Chazan does the same. After that, V'ata Kadosh, you say, you are holy, and Kaddish, the full Kaddish without Tiskabel. We should express grief in the way we sleep. For example, if you're accustomed to sleep on 2 pillows, we use only one, etc. There was a custom once upon a time to sleep on the floor during the night Tisha B'Av. Most people, to my knowledge, do not observe that so much. Coming to shul the next morning, on Sunday morning, we do not put on, for those who wear tefillin normally during the week, during the days of the week, do not put on tefillin because tefillin are pe'er, they're an ornament, nor do we put on the large talis because it's also has a degree of rejoicing to it. There's a verse in Lamentations that says he tore his purple garment apart. Rather, we do put on the talis katan, the small arba kanfos, the 4 corners with tzitzis under the shirt, without saying a bracha. No light should be lit for the prayers. Again, prayers are said in a low and mournful voice. We do say Mizmor LeTodah. In the repetition of the Amidah, the Chazan says Anenu between Gaal Yisrael and Rifa'enu, as on any other public fast day. He does not say Birchas Kohanim, as we refrain from in a house of mourning. After the Amidah, he says the half Kaddish. We do not say Tachanun Keller Chapayim because Tisha B'Av is called a Moed, has a slight quality of a holiday to it. One day it will become revealed as that. We take out a Sefer Torah and we read Ki Solid Banim from the 4th chapter of the book of Deuteronomy. We have 3 aliyahs. What else do we have? The Sefer Torah is put back in the ark. Everyone sits on the floor to say the Kinos. The saying of Kinos should be drawn out until close to noon. Then we say Ashrei, leaving out Lam Natseach, and we say Uva L'Tzion Goel, but we omit the verse Va'ani Zot Beriti. As for me, this is my covenant, because it would appear as if God established a covenant for the Kinos, then it would be appropriate to say that, etc. Okay, so we'll leave it there today. That's quite a number of things to remember. Just come to Shul Saturday night, Sunday morning, and we will help you through everything. May all these days be transformed into days of gladness and rejoicing. May we see it speedily in our days.